really want to see my history, can't do that because I can only do mobile gaming, meaning that if I go anywhere else, like if I was to go to Google, they would probably take the live stream down because they said the only thing you could do is gaming. And even if I wanted to show my history, which there's nothing there because this phone doesn't have that history, because people will be like, well, this, you're on your Android, show us your iPhone. I'll show you my 3 fingers and you could read between the lines, okay? Now, and then we will
Marie is ready to buy her first house.
Oh, I thought he called you.
No,
Good thing
I'm lying.
News. Come on. When you buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage,
I'm lying.
you get up to $10,000
You're lying.
cash
I'm
toward
playing a
full
game.
Are you gonna do it from there?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to come over?
No,
Isn't that a good deal?
I'm playing a game.
Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started today. Now I'm asking you one burning question.
I have to put the cooler on, guys. But anyways. Okay, look at my wonderful, wonderful screen, guys. Okay. Where's the Papa's game? Okay, we're gonna have to wait for it to install. Oh, wait, let's go in here. Poppy? I have to finish that. Hi. Why is this so small? Because just go to Google for a sec. I can't. So yeah, I can only do mobile gaming.
So I've invited him to the warehouse to show him a few of the Andre the Giant artifacts that we have here to really re-energize him for the hunt.
They lost the machine mask. Oh, that's sad. I was hoping they got it though. I was really hoping they won. I guess they didn't win. So it's a holy grail because there was only one time in wrestling history that Andre the Giant wore a mask, and he was called the Machine. And so this collector had an authentic machine mask that Andre the Giant wore. But what happened is that it was him, Big Show, it was Mark Henry, Big Show, and I forget who the other guy was. I think Big Show's son. And they tried to acquire the thing. They tried to acquire the mask, but couldn't because, yeah, they tried to acquire the mask, but they couldn't. Off, and whoever bids the highest wins. And then they were like, we're only gonna bid like 4,000, highest 5. And I guess they lost. He was disappointed because he said, I'm not going to bid anything unless we I'm not gonna go back in there and bid because we came all this way to lose the mask. And he ended up, yeah, they didn't get it. Anyways, I can't cahoots, guys. You have to pay $100. If you got $100, then we could play. Because cahoots, you can only have more than 10 people. You can only have more than 10 people.
And I would say no just about anybody else.
And if you want to add more people, which is unlimited, it's $100 for the unlimited. Cahoots, if you want to add unlimited people, that's $100. And we did Quizlet, but people really didn't like that. So, yeah. Anyways, shall we? So this, guys, I want to show you this game real quick. This is from literally, it is Tamagotchi. It's a Tamagotchi. So let's take care of the Tamagotchi.
Big guys throughout history. You usually pay the bad guy.
I had a Tamagotchi growing up, so.
That people threw roses at. That's what
The wallpaper? What? Is there something wrong with my wallpaper? It's just BTS. It matches my lock screen. Because it's all I don't know, for some reason, I wasn't going for a purple theme, but it just happened that way because I have, like, my lock screen is, like, it's a video of JK, but it's, like, purple. And the background was all, like, purple, so I was like, hey, like, no, we're not buying a pack. We're gonna take care of our Tamagotchi. Okay. For some reason it's freezing. Hold on. Okay. Ready? Okay, first of all, it has to go to the back. We're gonna feed the Tamagotchi first because it gets messy when it eats. And then we'll give it a bath. Okay. Because if I give it a bath while it's like eating, like after it eats, or I mean before it eats, it like won't eat. I mean it'll be messy. Okay. I know you're tired, but hold on. Sorry. I don't know what it said. It said the live literally was paused. Okay.
Where he grabs Hogan by the shirt and he ends up grabbing Hogan's bra, pulling it off, drawing blood. That switch of Andre the lovable big babyface to Andre the bad guy heel was just one of those heartbreaking but exciting moments in wrestling history. Welcome to WrestleMania 3!
Okay.
I just had goosebumps everywhere.
There was a highlight in my career. At the peak of his career, like everyone in the world knew who Hogan was. For him to have a moment with the guy that came before that, Andre the Giant, larger than life, the myth, all of it, the give back,
Let's
really
leak
putting his stamp
a
on
photo.
the next
I don't know why
generation.
people keep saying a photo is leaked when literally if you're talking about a photo where someone is not clothed, then I don't have any photos like that, so there would be nothing leaked because I don't have stuff like that on my phone just in case if someone ever thinks to try to hack my iCloud. All they're gonna see are just screenshots of nothingness. So the fact that people are saying something is leaked when there isn't anything, that's crazy. Like, there's nothing to leak. It's just people wanting attention for saying, oh, a photo got leaked. Give me attention because my mom doesn't give it to me. So, you saw what? I don't have my photos. Those are all games. Those are BTS games and BTS stuff. There's nothing that is shouldn't be downloaded on my Android. We all saw it. Wait, you saw a BTS game? Wow. Oh, cool. What pick? There's no pick. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, so guys, this is the Tamagotchi game. I don't know, is that... Does it mean in here or does it mean like the wallpaper, yellow brick? Or does it mean in the room? That has that. Or does it mean the floor? Hold on, guys. Oh, let me try the floor. He wants that floor. That's what he wanted. It made him happy. Okay. Okay, 10. We'll give you. Okay. There it is. Green. Okay. So, I always feed the Tamagotchis healthy, but sometimes I do give them cookies. And, cookies and chocolate sometimes. Now, the Tamagotchi is tired, so... Oh, I could go take a picture of the rocket. Oh, I'm gonna save that one. Oh, look, take a photo. I'm gonna retry. I'm gonna retry because I'm gonna keep that one. Perfect. Wow. I did it. Okay, now we need to take a picture with this one. Oh, I should have took a picture when he did that. Okay, we're keeping that one. 900 coins. Okay. I'm gonna put the Tamagotchi to sleep. There's so many Tamagotchi guys. Alright. What is other people in the corner? Now. Dang. You want watermelon? Okay. Watermelon it is. Well, now she's gotta take a bath again. Yeah, guys, I'm giving the Tamagotchi a bath, and then I'm putting the Tamagotchi to bed, and then I'm gonna see if the game downloaded. Papa. I could play some games, but the Tamagotchi's too tired. I could pay a couple of coins to play games, but yeah. Hey guys. Dino Santina. Tito's.
This event will mark the first time in more than 30 years that wrestling has been seen on network prime time.
Heretofore, in the old days, so to speak, things would look down on what
Okay, good night, little buddy. Dreaming about stuff. Okay. We have geometry life. We have. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, we're gonna do a new game. I'm gonna create a custom worker pair. We need a girl's hair. So they don't even have really curly hair. They don't really have, so we're gonna go with like that. The eyeballs, we're gonna go with We're gonna go with, I don't know, these ones because they make her look happy. Or these ones. Well, they make her look like a zombie. I don't know which ones. You know, sometimes that looks normal enough. No glasses. We're going to do like, we'll do that skin tone. And where was it? Like kind of right there. Unstable connection. I don't have unstable connection. Why is my data not working or something? I'll have it in the middle. Okay. There we go. This is Papa Pizzeria. Enter my chef's name. We'll put my name. There we go. Okay, guys, we're playing Papa's. We're gonna skip. We know how the beginning goes. We know how to start this. Pizza. Let's take our first order. Okay, so this guy wants a donut. He wants a cake. So, okay, we're gonna put this up. We're gonna go here. Oops. We have to do it in the middle. Ooh, I did it in the corner. Sorry, guys. Did someone say Gnashing Impact or? Hey. It's not time to flip it yet. We will flip it soon. Flip. Sure. I don't see why that would be an issue. You got yourself a tour of the warehouse in Stanford. Thank you. Andre the Giant's jacket for main event. Oh wow, that's cool. Okay, we need to take it out. Okay guys, time to assemble our donut. First he wants this, cream filled, right? Then you go here. Okay, so then he wants this. Oops. The chat's in the way.
Ingrezza is a prescription medicine to treat adults with TD movements. Ingrezza is different. It's the simple, once daily treatment proven to reduce.
He wants chocolate. Okay.
People taking Ingrezza can stay on their current dose of most mental health meds. Ingrezza 80 milligrams is proven to reduce TD movements in 7 out of 10 people.
That's horrible, but okay.
Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including sleepiness. Don't drive.
Oh, okay. I tried, okay. It's very difficult with the chat and the way. Okay. Take the order. Okay, so we're gonna go here. You know, she wants that.
For over 50 years, Purina Cat Chow has been helping cats feel at home with trusted nutrition. No wonder it's the #1 dry cat food in America.
You know, I had to move this stupid chat around. Doesn't work when there's a chat in the way. Not to let it fry there. Okay, now we're gonna go here because, oh, well, that's the only person that, hi, he's left. We are playing Papa's.
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's got to be.
We're playing Papa's Donut Ria.
Type 2 diabetes, Discover the power of 3 in the Ozempic Trizone.
Okay, it's done. We're gonna go here. Put it here, okay. What did they want? Okay. What do they want? Like, they want the ice cream cone one. Or wait. Oh no, they want powdered. That's what they want. Makes sense. Then they want the ice cream, which is this. Okay. No, thank you. Hey, no, thank you. Okay. I just did that. Where's the... Oh, here we go.
You may pay as little as $25 for a 3-month prescription. We're all overwhelmed by the condition.
I got the hang of this. I figured out how to do it, guys. So next time I will do it correctly. 83 points. I did it cool. I did good. Okay, good enough for me is good enough for me. This really makes me want a donut now. Okay, skip. Minigame show, pop darts. We'll play. Because we need all we can get. Aw. We got a beanie. We want a beanie. Okay. Cool. Aw. Well, you know, at least we got a beanie that time. New customer, Alberto. And we got strawberry icing. Okay, I should play this game in real life. You see, the thing is I should buy a donut shop and make you play this game in real life. And have you work for me. How does that sound? Because I think that sounds wonderful. I could make you play this game in real life if I wanted to. Because let's be honest. I'll play this game in real life if I buy an actual donut shop and then play this game in real life. Because I could buy a donut shop, I could buy a pizza shop and be like David Dobrik, you know. The possibilities are endless and make people play this game in real life. But not like in a horrible way, because I would be giving people jobs and you will just be working a job still. Yeah. So.
She's a bit of a spectacle even every day.
Play this game in real life.
Sure that's, you know, a great way to live if you want to have a normal life.
I can't live. I need to put this on this side. Okay, we're gonna do 2. And they also want a chocolate.
When I went to Ellergate, we went out to eat, we went and saw friends, we laughed a lot. My family thought the world of Andre. And as a matter of fact, my younger brother, he would even joke with me a few times, why don't you marry Andre? You know, I loved Andre. We just really had a good time together. I think he got a kick out of me, and I got a kick out of him. So, you know, it was a very good.
That was his wife, Andre the Giant. Flip.
Mentioned marriage.
Flip.
You know, and kind of laughed it off.
Anyways, guys, we are playing Paparia Pizzas. And as it stands right now, I need to hurry up because there's an order. I know someone's waiting for an order.
And I still don't know.
Let me go take it really, really quick. Okay, we gotta choose one and go back to the firing grill. That one's done, barely.
I'm excited, man.
You burned it? No, I didn't burn it. You see where the green line is? That's how it cooks. And it wasn't even to the green line, it was just barely. So I took it out actually early. Okay, now it's done. Okay, let's assemble these two. So for this one, they don't want, oh yeah, they want a strawberry cream filling. They want the strawberry. And they want one or the other. You act like you've never took the class that everyone had to take to learn about human anatomy and to learn about what to do to be protected so you didn't have babies as teenagers. You know what class I'm talking about. So let's not act like you've never seen parts before. Like, what, you gonna close your eyes every time you see a scene come on like that? How much tickets did what's that, 50 Shades of Grey? I'm pretty sure y'all read that book, right? And you probably read every other romance book that had Fabio slapped on the front cover. Let's not go there and let's not lie, because a lot of women went to go see that. And let's not act like y'all ain't never seen Magic Mike either with Channing Tatum, because I'm pretty sure y'all have seen Magic Mike. Did you close your eyes through that too? And let's get into the scenes in Twilight. You know, the constant shirtless scenes that you act like you've never seen that in your lifetime before. Because there's a lot of stuff that people have seen. Like, come on now. Like, you're going to act like you never saw what you saw. Like, it is so weird to me how people react to things when it's like, oh, well, what about these movies? You've seen Magic Mike, right? You've seen 50 Shades of Grey 1 and 2. I have not seen the second one, but I did watch the first one because I was like, what is all this craze about 50 Shades of Grey? Like, why is everybody Why is everybody watching like 50 Shades of Grey? Like, I watched it on my phone. I'm not gonna lie, right? We've all seen it. If you were old enough to. Come on now. There's movies that have those scenes in there, so don't act like you closed your eyes when you saw it, because we're all grown adults. Let's not do that. There are way too many scenes like that in movies. And if you're old enough to see that, then you cannot tell me that you closed your eyes the whole scene. It's not happening. Like, it's weird. You guys act like you're children. Grow up. You're grown adults over the age of 21. If someone caught you watching that, right, you're going to be embarrassed. You're a grown adult. You should never be embarrassed by something that you're allowed to do. That's like being afraid to go buy alcohol because you've never had a drink in your life, and then you act like, you know what it's giving very much? It's giving very much, I ain't never left the church. You know what it's giving? It's giving very much like, you know, the people who are so religious that you can't even do one thing that is even required to sin. It's giving like the people, like the Amish people, they can't show an ankle because it's too sexual if they show an ankle. You know, they have to be covered up. That's what it's giving. It's giving you were sheltered. It's giving very much sheltered child. Like, you were never able to even do an ounce of nothing. You were kept inside. You couldn't participate in anything because it was too sinful. Like you're not like you've never rebelled because your parents were too strict. Like even if you like wanted to go out or wanted to have a sleepover, no. That's like it would be like they would probably say that's too That's a sin. You can't go to a sleepover. You know what happens at sleepovers? It's giving very much you weren't allowed to have any snacks as a child. Like your parents said, you can't have that. That's too sugary. Like they denied you like sugars. They denied you like sodas. They denied you snacks and things. And when you said let's go to McDonald's, they said, oh, we got McDonald's at home, and they just gave you like disgusting stuff. Like you know you couldn't even have a snack. You know, because my brother had very much had a friend like that. He would come over and eat all our snacks because he couldn't have all those snacks at home even though he wanted it. Like his parents never let him have those snacks. Like he would just come over and have the snacks. They don't make friends. They don't get a social life because, you know, yeah, they don't really get a social life. I got a rainbow bubblegum thing. That was a lot of work. I almost didn't make it. But you know, this is the problem. Like, literally, I'm just gonna select Scooter. I'm not gonna create a new person. Duke gotcha. Okay. Yes, I'm still talking. But the way that people treat me is like I'm a minor. Like if I was a minor that got caught. Because very much, if it was a minor that got caught, you could literally very much say like, yeah, like that's wrong for you to do because you're a minor. But I'm not. And the fact that I'm getting treated like one, I'm a 28-year-old grown adult. I'm going to do whatever I want. Do you guys think that you're going to have a loveless marriage in that sense? You know, I can't say the word because, you know, it's TikTok. But you know what I mean. If you don't do that in your marriage or in your relationship, it's not going to last. Let's just be totally honest. Wait, there's a phone call? I got a phone order? Huh, that's cool. That's new. That's interesting. That's exciting. Like, y'all literally act like... Oh my god. You guys ain't never going to have a lot... Your boyfriend's gonna leave you. I'm not saying that you have to do it. Because if you say no, no means no. But you act like you're never gonna do it. From the outside looking in, it's like, hey, so you want me to be dead but not dead? How do you get into the mindset of playing a character like that? I came just in time to flip it. Who cares if I don't got a BF? Why is it always like you don't got a BF? Like, do you guys not realize that all the stuff that I told you, I've had like literal trauma? Like, my life was not built for me to even be thinking about a whole freaking relationship when I was going through so much with my family. Do you literally think that I had time? Especially because I was in college. I was definitely in college. What makes you think me, deaf, being in college, has anything to do with relationships? Because if you're in college, of course you're not going to think about dating. I mean, you might think about that one person that you see that you kind of like, but, you know, like I had to focus on school. I would have not passed, like, let me tell you, I wouldn't have even passed 2 classes. Like, the way that my brain is built, because I have a learning disability, I can't do several things at once. So I couldn't work while I did college, because then I would have had to drop out of college and not pass 2 classes just to even do a job. I can't do a bunch of things. I can do a bunch of things at once. But for me, going to work and then doing college, like, you have to get there at a certain time. And I wouldn't have time to go to work and go to my classes and work at night and then go home at night and put myself in danger. Like, no, thank you. This is not what we're doing. Like, literally, when you say you don't have a boyfriend, of course I never had a boyfriend, because my life was not built around having a boyfriend. Did people seem interested in me? Of course. And do people think that that's not true? Well, you can think whatever you want to think, right? But at the end of the day, I don't know anything about dating or anything like that, because my life was not focused on that. I've had a hard, tough life. I've explained to people that. Like, it was like the mother, that real photo that's going around of that really, really skinny girl back in the day that was black and white, and she looked like a skeleton and the bed was sunken in? Like, very much that girl. She was sheltered. Her mom never let her out to date and kept her closed in her room. That's not the thing. I was not kept sheltered, because I went out and I hung out with the only friend that I had that is not living. But mind you, my life was not built around dating, because at that time I had the stress of dealing with a father who had mental illness. Like, come on now. We all know. My life was not built for me to date. That's why I ain't never had anything. Once, when I was like 10, and it was a really horrible situation that is traumatizing. And why should I have to explain to anyone about my traumatizing situations over and over again? That should have not happened to me. I was a 10-year-old kid. Do you know how that is? Do you know what it's like to be messaged by men on like this app? To be messaged by, well, not on this app, but like in specifics on Instagram, or like people out in public making nasty remarks. Like, some people in this generation, and I'm not talking about this generation in specific, I'm talking about people in my generation, or that is closer to my generation, that literally walk around only wanting one thing, is to sleep with people. No one wants commitment anymore. No one wants marriage. They just want to sleep with someone and move on to the next person. Look at all these poly relationships. Although I would never do it, I kind of understand it, but I wouldn't do it because I could never understand sharing a person with someone. But at the end of the day, no one wants to be committed to anyone. People just want one thing, and that's all their mind is centered and focused on. They don't care. And some people literally are the type of people that are like, oh, I want a relationship. And there's like, oh, no, I don't want a relationship. I'm going to be single forever. And then end up getting into a relationship after they acted like they liked you. Yeah, that's a good one, right? That's really good. Speaking from personal experience, it's like, why waste somebody's time? Why waste it? All of that for what? I don't want a relationship, but I want a relationship, but I don't want a relationship. It's just like, okay, do you want one or don't you? It's not giving what you think it's going to give. And the fact that I've encountered all these creepy men that only wanted one thing, men who were like old enough to be my grandfather, yeah, that's a good one. Right, we love that. We don't love it, but, sarcastically. And why didn't it let me drizzle it? That was like a messed up. Okay. I guess that's good enough.
Let me show you this one. This is really cool. This is the most unique one. Yeah, here it is.
Kane.
So that's actually probably the most unique thing that I have. No, that is so cool that you have it. So this is the original, like, Unabomb. It's the only Unabomb gauntlet. I actually did the paint myself. I painted the face mask as well. Respect! No, what respect, dude, is called. Didn't anybody say what generally happens?
They literally, like, it's Kane and Undertaker collecting this stuff. But anyways, it's just like my life, I never went on a date, so I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't. You can make fun of me for that. But I've had so much traumatic stuff happen. It's like, you know, like, come on now. How do you expect someone to know that? How do you expect someone to know? Like, I don't care if people make fun of me for not ever dating someone or not ever holding a hand or whatever the case may be. Right? You can make fun of me all you want, but I've lived a horrible life. Horrible. I had to take care of my family. I was the one who had to take care of my family. Make sure that my mom was all right. You know, a lot of things that I really hate explaining to people. This is a problem. I really hate explaining to people because then they run to station head and they're like, oh, she said this, 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 and this. And that way, because they think that my mom's just going to scream at me on the live stream and address it. Like, that's not how it works. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you everything. But since you want to be nosy, maybe some people, there's a reason why they don't date. And we have to stop saying that people's values, right? Their values are based on if they're dating someone. No one is valued by how they date someone, right? You don't have value if you're dating someone. That's the problem. This is why all these celebrities go from one person to another and they don't focus on themselves. Because society has put this on them that, oh, they're indisposable because they're not dating. Look at Taylor Swift, right? Look at the Kardashians. They're always looking for their next partner. Why is that? Because society has put this pressure not on men, but more specifically women, that they have to be in a relationship and dating someone. It's been like that since the 50s. You had to be in the kitchen. You had to be the stay-at-home wife and mother. You had to be married at a certain age. If you're not married, then you're wasting your life away. You have to have kids, right? It's just like this stress and pressure. Oh, you're 30 and you've never had a boyfriend and you've never had kids and you've never been married. Oh, that's a problem. Your life is wasting away. Like, you know, like, you don't have time. Like, chop, hurry up. Like, you're going to be 40 with no kids and no man. Like, time's wasting away. Tick, tock. Like, hurry up. It's like, geez, can I not focus on myself and my finances first and my financial stability before I get with anyone? Because I feel like it should be 50-50. That person should not be providing for me 100%. I should be providing for me. I'm the one who should be providing for me as well as them too. But I should never be focused. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong one. But literally, I should be providing half of the way for me and not expecting one person to pay all the bills or do everything. Be like, oh, well, it should be like back in the old days, like in the 50s, where the man went to work and the woman stayed in the kitchen and stayed at home and didn't have a job, that you should be providing for me and I do nothing. No, because that's not how it should work, right? This is the society we live in. Oh, you've never dated, you've never had this, so haha. It's like, okay, so what if someone's never dated? I've literally explained my life. I don't have to explain it again for people. Nosy people who make fun of someone's trauma and act like nobody or no one is allowed to have trauma. Like, can we not act like people and say like, well, how do you have trauma? Like, not everyone has trauma. Like, stop. It's not giving what you think it's giving. It's not giving. It's not eating. you're making fun of someone for something that they couldn't control, right? I control it now because I don't have to control it, right? I mean, I can't. I mean, I don't have to. I could get in a relationship if I choose to. People are saying, well, some people don't have a choice. You know, this is the problem with saying, well, some people don't have a choice. You know why that logic is wrong? Because there is no such thing as a league, and there's no such thing as like you're out of someone's league. That was invented by you, like society, saying that you're out of someone's league when literally you are not. Do you know how many celebrities are dating regular people who don't even look attractive to our standards? Let's just make that perfectly clear. There's a lot of celebrities that have also dated fans who are not in the celebrity realm, because some celebrities don't even no longer want to date other celebrities. They want to date regular people. Let's just be totally honest. And if you're saying people don't have a choice, it's either, you know why people don't have a choice? Because everyone's too shallow. Let's really get into it. It's shallow people who are insecure and don't even have, and who have high standards. They want people who have six-pack abs. They want someone who is slimmed down, someone who they consider thick, that is slim, has a slim waist, but a big, derriere, if that makes sense, right? It's always people who want someone who looks like they stepped out of a magazine, like supermodel status. Everyone's shallow. And yes, looks matter a little bit, but it shouldn't matter 100%. And if your logic is like, well, people don't choose because they're ugly, no, it's because the other people around them have high standards. If you're basing everything off of looks, you could find the most attractive person alive and date them, and they could have the most dumbed down brain that you've ever met, right? They could be the most stupidest person, not book smart, not anything. They could have a horrible personality too. There's a lot of people who have used their looks to their advantage and have horrible personality. Example being Strange Kevin, right? Everyone was like, oh my God, Strange Kevin has the female gaze, right? Oh my God, which wasn't even a female gaze. Someone said, like, that's not the female gaze. But let's get into it, right? He had all these women like all like, oh my God. But then when all these women started coming forward with this horrible behavior, he was like, right? Like thumbs down, a horrible person. He had a horrible personality. And his looks just went straight out the window because of his horrible personality. Same thing with Adam Levine, right? Everyone just loves Adam Levine because his male looks, right? Oh my God, he's so good looking. Once he cheated, like thumbs down, like a horrible human being, right? Yes, I'm working on a donut, sorry. But the thing is that you could meet the most conventionally attractive person. They could have a horrible personality and be a horrible human being. There are so many attractive people that have been misogynistic. You have that one guy that made the Ryan Reynolds joke, like, oh my God, I have a crush on Ryan Reynolds, and he's a body lifter. You know who I'm talking about? Max Taylor Lifts, I think it was, that literally got exposed for being misogynistic and made a video about saying that women are so distracting if they wear what was it, like those like workout pants, whatever it was, not yoga, I forget what they were, leggings or something. I don't know if it was him that made a video about leggings or about overweight people. I can't remember. He made something that was very misogynistic and people called him out. Everyone was literally like, oh my God, because of his looks, and then come to find out he's a crappy person, Let's talk about Reed Choi, right? Reed was this guy who everybody like, oh my God, because, you have the fetishizers, I'm talking about, right? Those fetishizers. When he got caught spreading a disease, these women excused him and was like, oh my God, he's still my opar, blah, 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 blah. and like all over him, and he's like, he was not even that attractive, to be honest with you. But you know, people's looks should not equate to their personality, because you have really good looking people that are crappy. Look at Hailey Bieber, a bully. Is she pretty? Yes, but she's a horrible human being. And beauty standards should not exist. These people's looks, like, it's an issue. If you don't look like, okay, there's beauty standards in everything, right? The American beauty standard, or the beauty standard in America, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. That's what the beauty standard is in America, right? You have to have blonde hair, blue eyes. You have to be really slimmed. You can't be plus size. In Korea, it's a whole other different thing, like Asians in general, because of how mainstream things have gotten. So if you don't look like you popped out of a K-pop group, if you don't look like you came out of a K-drama or a BL or whatever the case may be, people just don't find you attractive. And that's wrong in society standards, because not everyone looks like that. When you're expecting someone to look like people from like the K-pop groups, or you're expecting people to look like from K-dramas, it's fetishizing. That's not how people really look. Then you have the beauty standards within your community, meaning your race, your ethnicity, right? If you don't look like Montel Jordan, nobody's looking your way. If you ain't look like how what they deem is attractive in your race, then you know, if you ain't looking like Meg the Stallion, then sorry, like, sorry to break it to you. It's just like you have to live up to so much expectations of what people expect you to look like. And because you don't fit the beauty standard, people think that you don't deserve someone who is 10 times out of your league. Oh, they're not interested in you. They're just playing you. They don't really like you for you, right? You don't deserve someone like that. Like, how dare you pull someone like that? You look like a 4. Like, you're not even attractive enough to be with someone like that because we said so. And it's not how that person feels, right? That's not how that person feels. You're speaking for them, right? An attractive person could like someone who essentially doesn't fit what people think that person should be dating. And there's been oddball couples on this app who have faced a lot of ridicule because of them dating, like I always mention. The one couple where the girl is like plus size and the guy is like ripped muscles, going to the gym, working out all the time, and cares about his body. And you've got skinny women in his DMs telling him to leave her for them. That is insecure. Like, if there was ever an insecure person, that's the insecure people. The people who love to push their insecurities on others because they say, well, why can't I get a guy like that? I'm skinny, you know, she's plus size and she's getting a guy like that. Like, she does not deserve someone like that. I deserve someone like that because I'm better looking than her. How come I cannot find guys like that? Like, no guys, you know why no guys are looking your way? You know why no guys want you? Because of your personality. Maybe haven't you ever stopped to think the reason why those guys don't date you is because you're the red flag, you're the problem. You're literally the reason why no one will date you. It's just like that girl, the loser girl, you know, or the lame girl. The girl that like literally got called a bully when she was like lame in the background to that other girl, because when she deemed someone prettier than her, which her boyfriend came out and said, he was like, when she deems someone who is prettier than her, right? When she sees someone who she feels is more attractive than her, she bullies them because she is insecure, which is why she said lame to the girl. He said, I was not surprised when she got exposed because she was always insecure. Like, come on now. Like, y'all gotta do better. Like, people deserve whoever they want. People can manifest a person who is like 10 times more good looking than them. What is that like? There is literally a voice in the background that's like super high, like. Sorry, it was the WWE. It's the It was Paul Bear. If you don't know who Paul Bear is, look him up. He's like I think he's a promoter. He used to come out with The Undertaker. He was the guy that carried the urn. And he talked like that. So if you heard that high voice, it was Paul Bear. They're trying to look for the urn for like the display or something. A manager. Yeah. That's who he is. But anyways, he used to come out with The Undertaker and carry an urn. And his face was painted like white and he had black on his eyes. You don't know, like, Paul Bear is iconic in, like, WWE. What? It says pay attention to the outfit. Oh, and it was that. I don't know if it was that done. No. I want $1.50 though. Okay. Pay attention to the outfit. Well, you already know. It was this. It was this. It was this. And it was done. Oh, I got a striped necktie. Okay. Let's continue, shall we? But it is like. I think he's still alive, right? Paul Bear? I'm pretty sure Paul Bear is still alive. And then one day, Paul Bear came to visit me at the funeral. I was just absolutely dumbfounded. He said, "Oh, I've got something for you." And he pulls out a velvet bag, and in the velvet bag was bronze urn. One of the truly best gifts that I've ever received from another person. The betrayal urn. That's just amazing that it's been set here for all this time now. Yeah. Take a order. Take you back? Man, does it. We're actually on a mission to try to reclaim wrestling artifacts, and this betrayal urn is pretty high up there on that list. Oh, okay. So that's something I need to process. Absolutely. And what you're going to just think, no, I mean, and I'm not putting pressure because I'm going to put this back and make you feel a little better about it. We definitely need to bring Genevieve. She's the president of the museum. Can we go to the court? But I'm walking in the case. Anyways.
Nice to meet you. What do you have to say? Jason, you'll pull the check?
No, I'll stay.
You sure?
Yes.
You're going to take something from me that brings people to me. So what is in it for me?
We have no interest in trying to gouge you guys out of something that we know means a lot to you, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't that important.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you brought the Undertaker himself.
I do still have a little bit of juice left for the WWE. I think we can make something happen. Everybody happy.
Jason, are you okay with me trying to negotiate this out?
Anyways, back to the dating topic. Just like to round it off. But like, if looks matter to people, then they're shallow. Like, I don't care if people don't find me attractive and don't like me. Why would I ever want to date someone that doesn't like me? It was like that one movie, right? I cannot remember the name of the movie, and I can't find it. Every time I search the movie up, it's like a movie that like you saw once, but you never see it anywhere. Like, it's one of those like underrated movies that like you cannot find. I don't know. I saw it on TV. I know I seen it. I remembered this movie. Excuse me, but every time I've looked it up, I can't find it. So the movie was a girl. This was like an 80s movie. So this was like a movie from the 80s. And in this movie, this girl pays, I don't know if she paid, I remember she paid, but this girl literally paid to marry this really like attractive guy. She was a girl who like she thought she was going to be alone forever, and she literally thought she was going to be alone forever. Like she never believed that she would get married, have kids, or even she's never like had a boyfriend. She just like she took the opportunity, like I guess somehow offered this, somehow got involved with this guy, and they he agreed to marry her. Like he agreed because she paid him. I think she became rich, or I don't remember, but she ended up paying him a lot of money to marry her, and he ended up marrying her. He just like, they slept in the same bed, they didn't do anything like, you know, like a married couple would do. Like he kept his distance, but she felt alone. Like she realized that she made like a horrible decision, because this guy was like like she's like, oh wow, I married this guy, what next? Like I paid for him like to marry him, and you know, this isn't the type of relationship I want. But every time I look up the movie, right, every time I look up that movie, the only movie that comes up is a movie by Nicolas Cage called, or that Nicolas Cage starred in, which is called Peggy Sue. And I'm like, it's not Peggy Sue. I know it's not. And I tried to find this movie. This guy was probably like a supermodel, because he was the conventional attractive person. Blonde haired, blue eyes, like lots of like, you know, muscles and stuff. Like I cannot for the life of me remember I cannot remember the name of the movie. I know I watched it because I remember she got married. Like she paid him to get married, and she ended up unhappy. And like she really, like he really just like married her for the money, obviously. And then it ends up being that I think at the end of the movie, like falls in love with her or whatever, and ends up like liking her. And then because she's like, you know, she thought like, oh, I'm done, like I don't want anything to do with this guy, blah blah blah, you know. um like she ends up like, yeah, I do want to be with this guy, I do want to, like, what the heck, oh, that's why we didn't cut it. I'm like, why is it not going? That would make sense. But then she starts having feelings for the guy, because she's like, you know what? Like, she, you know, she couldn't hold those feelings, even though she tried to. She tried to push it away, because she was like, I don't think he really likes me. I think he just liked me. At first, he liked me because of my money. He wanted to marry me because I paid him. And now I don't really know how I feel about this guy, because I paid him to marry me, and he literally married me because he got paid. And now all of a sudden he's starting to like me, like, no. And then like she realized that she just had to let her feelings, like, how do you, like, she had to let her feelings uh like it overtook her, and she couldn't hold her feelings anymore. She had to be like, yeah, you know, she had to like let him like know that she liked him back. And like I guess they made the marriage work. I don't even remember how the movie ended, but I do remember it was an 80s movie. And every time I type in like girl paid guy to like marry her, a movie from the 80s or something, it just doesn't come up. Every time I try to search it from what I remember the scenes, like it literally comes up Peggy Sue. And I'm like, I know it was not Peggy Sue, because in Peggy Sue it's like Nicolas Cage.
So we've been talking, and
like I don't ever remember the movie having. I don't even remember seeing Nicolas Cage. I'm trying to process what I have to do. Sorry guys, my brain just like literally got overwhelmed with all of the toppings that I was like, what? I had to make sure that I did the right donut. But anyways,
This is a big day right here. You ready?
like that's the only movie that comes up, and I'm like, is this movie Lost Forever? Was this like a indie film or something that, you know? But anyways, so, you know, we've all seen those movies, or we've all seen those shows where it's just like the person who is not attractive ends up attracting the person who is 10 times out of their league. Like, you know, let's be honest, Shrek, right? But in Shrek, wasn't she like an ogre too? Didn't she like turn to an ogre because of the curse or whatever? But when they broke the curse, right? They broke the curse and she's like a normal person. She was still willing to be with Shrek, right? Why should looks matter? I mean, 100% they shouldn't. But when it comes to like caring, it shouldn't be like 100%. It should be like 50 or even less than that. Like, looks shouldn't matter. Society is backwards.
It's amazing that this treasure trove of items is just sitting in a random storage unit in Austin, Texas. Cross paths.
That's early. It's 90, 93.
Would it be too much to ask for you to give me a hat tip and an eye roll?
Yes. Oh. He rolled his eyes too. Ah, I look. Okay, sorry. I'm watching WWE Treasures, and they're looking for special memorabilia from the Undertaker, and like the Undertaker is like my favorite wrestler. Okay, so let me explain to you. In the game, there's like I forget which game it is. The Undertaker before he was like the dead man. You know, he used to come out on a motorcycle. And I loved playing that game all the time because he came out on a motorcycle. Like, before he was the dead man, he used to ride out on a motorcycle.
I've not seen that thing in years. But there was only one of these made. This is it.
And then he became the dead man.
That was wrestling.
There's like, is it Braun Strowman? I don't watch the new wrestling. But there's a guy that literally tries to act like the Undertaker. I don't know how I feel about like newer wrestlers, like when they try to take on a persona like that's like an older wrestler. It's like, bro, I just lose interest. I don't watch newer wrestling for that reason. Because you know what I mean? Because it's just like when you're used to the Undertaker, it's like, oh, this person's just trying to be a copycat of him, right? It's like the one guy that tried to be like the boogeyman. You know, you guys know who I'm talking about when I talk about the boogeyman. The guy who wore, like, I think it was like red, his face was painted red. He always used to come out and eat the worms. Like the wrestler, the boogeyman. It's like this other guy that like tried to be him. And then you had like other wrestlers that were trying to be like Goldust. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys remember Goldust. If you don't, then I don't know. Oh, that's what's his name? The guy that does the Via script, you know, like the well, it was called, the movie was called the Via script, but it's like from like what Spock used to do. I'm trying to think of his name. He's a heavyset black wrestler like Mark Henry, and I forgot his name. They just showed him.
As someone living with type 2 diabetes, I want to keep it real and talk about some risks. With type 2 diabetes, you have up to 4 times greater risk.
But it's like, it kind of looks like the thing that Spock does, but then he like, it's a move, and I can't remember his name. Oh, I'm gonna forget now.
That's the point. Get real about your risks.
It's not Umaga. It's not Rikishi. Obviously, it's definitely not Mark Henry.
How to grow more vibrant flowers. Step 1. Feed them with
Aw. Trying to think of his name. The wrestler. I'm gonna have to look it up on my.
Have you been creating a backyard burger? Smoky, char-grilled flavor, comeback sauce, and hickory smoked bacon? Instead of firing up the grill, you can fire up your car's engine head to Sonic. New Sonic Griller. Sonic. My celebrity color is me. And this new gourmet new treat, it has tons of amazing fruit oil. It nourishes wild colors. Covers our grays for improved, richer color. New treat. Nourish hair, better color. By Garnier. Naturally.
I'm trying to get it like, I don't know, it's very hard to do it. Because see, it does it like that. I don't know why, but.
Something she'll come back to again and again. Save $400 on Peloton tread, row, and bike packages.
That's
Find the perfect gift.
close. That's probably like one of the better ones that came out of this.
Who needs that much more time?
12 points? I did exactly what you wanted, sir. You greedy, sir. Sir, you're greedy. And this just came unplugged. Hold on, y'all.
Time to refresh your rhythm with Trend.
Watch what happens when man sticks a firecracker in a wasp nest next to his house. That's a giant wasp nest. What is going through that guy's mind? Like, why would you disturb wasps? Like, why would you disturb wasps? There he is, right there. The first thing that I typed in, and it doesn't say. Kamala? No, it's not Kamala. Is it Kamala? Is that who that is, Kamala? It's not Kamala, and it's not clicking on the photo. Vice Sierra, that's who it is. That's who I was talking about. If you look him up, you'll know who he is. Vice Sierra. That's what it is, the Vice Sierra. He does like the move like Spock. He does a move like Spock. Sorry, I should be playing this game, but I'm too busy like trying to look this up. He does a move. He does like the move like Spock.
Something that may be very significant.
He died in 2014. Oh.
Original purple coat.
I don't ever think I remember hearing of him die. Sad.
The purple gear is so iconic for The Undertaker because prior to SummerSlam 1994, The Undertaker had the one purple gear.
The purple gear. Is that buried alive or is that a casket match? That's cool.
That purple gear signified a new era of The Undertaker.
Oh yeah, I remember the purple era. That's when he had a black crow. Like the Black Crow or whatever, I think.
About taking people's souls and eating their rotting flesh 6 feet under and all that. People loved it.
Tombstone Pell Driver.
The purple gear would go on.
Was it that Owen Hart? That is sad how Owen Hart, like, was unalived in a wrestling match, being lifted over the ring. Like, and it's sad because he died doing what he loved.
So this singular moment
The last one is like.
in that purple gear in a very, very concrete way.
I would be remiss if I didn't ask. Could you don the gear one more time?
One more time? At this point, it'll probably hang on me like a bad
And it's sad because he retired too.
Come around. Remember, I was a little heavy. It still fits. Wow.
to the extent that it's
Wow.
not available anywhere else. No other collectors have ever had anything quite like this. The original Undertaker purple gear.
Wait, whose storage is this though? That's why I'm confused. They found all of this Undertaker stuff sitting in a storage. Does that mean like his storage? Is that Undertaker storage? I'm like so confused. All this stuff is just sitting in a random storage somewhere.
I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, the first time I see you dressed in this stuff on Instagram.
Why did it bleed out like that?
I'm looking for you.
You're the man. You are really the man.
The Undertaker is really cool, bro.
This stuff out there too.
I hope I get to meet him one day. I did get to meet one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, which was Mick Foley. I was not going to turn down the opportunity to meet Mick Foley. I was like, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, Mick Foley. Like, I was like, I have to meet Mick Foley because he's like one of my favorite wrestlers. There was no way I was going to miss out on meeting Mick Foley. And the process, although Rikishi was there, I was like, Mick Foley, but I still kind of was like, man, because well, obviously we were there to get an autograph because my mom wanted Edward James and I wanted Edward James's autograph too. And I was like, you know what? I can get one and we could share it. We were going to have him like sign the Selena thing. But since he wasn't there, they had Tom Kenny, and that day they left, and I was like, oh, dang. If, like, Rikishi and them didn't have to leave, I would have got Rikishi's autograph instead. But I was like, you know what? I don't know if, I think they were still there. I don't remember. But anyways, I ended up getting Tom Kenny's autograph because, you know, Cat Dog. And so then I was like, bro, like, the fact that I even got to see, like, Rikishi was cool. Like, but the number one person that I wanted to get was, like, literally Mick Foley, because Mick Foley is a legend. Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind. I always played Mankind whenever I played wrestling. I always had to be Mankind.
One of the greatest in-ring, just everything about it. It was one Undertaker, and it was always him.
It's ultimately a story that we all understand. You know, part of life is death for us all. So I think he because he does represent something that we all go through.
The Undertaker may be the dead man, but you are looking at a living legend.
That's probably gonna fry later than the others, but oh well. Oh no, Paul Bear died in 2013? I thought he was still alive though. Because I thought he was in like regular wrestling. Oh, they're showing all of them up until the one that they're actually gonna show, which is they're gonna look for Randy Savage, Macho Man. There's a Macho Man audio that's been going around that is like literally, it's a little burnt, who cares? There's like the Macho Man audio going around that's going viral that's like, cup of coffee in the big time. Cup of coffee in the big time. I'm just like, what? That's like a random audio to be going viral on TikTok. I was like, that's so random. Like a Randy Savage audio, cup of coffee in the big time. Cup of coffee in the big time. That's like so random. That one's over. Well done. Oh well, they're all well done. You can suck it. Suck it. My mom never liked that. Cause so when my brother was really young, you know, like obviously young kids like are going to like wrestling. And so when my brother was young, he always used to do the suck it, and my mom said she never liked that. Like the move. Cause you know like DX, how they say suck it and they do like the thing. My mom was like, don't you ever do that again. She's like, I don't like that move. And I was like, Mom, it's just from DX. From like wrestling. She's like, still, I don't like it. I was like, it's just from DX. Like, come on. I'm talking about D-Generation X. I'm talking about wrestling because that show's on. They're showing all the episodes up until the new one, which is where they're gonna look for Randy Savage's stuff, his memorabilia. But this one they're looking for D-Generation X's stuff because it's their 25th anniversary. I've already seen this one. And they're also gonna try to look for stuff from China. China was like a really great wrestler, and she used to like be a part of D-Generation X. So these came out. These are the best donuts that came out. Like besides being almost well done, but hey. Design wise, my favorite moment, which we used to have like the CDs. Let me turn off this cooler because it's getting really cold in here. There was like one favorite part of like D-Generation X when they were doing the roast. I don't know if you guys remember like the one where they started roasting and they made fun of like The Rock. And I believe it was Mark Henry, The Rock. I can't remember. I remember it was The Rock though, but they had like one person was dressed like Mark Henry, and they were like roasting them. That was like my favorite. Like, oh,
Just so easy. Our friendship was so real.
and then I think they were like, we can smell what is cooking.
Damn and hell. We will, however, never use the words.
I remember that one too. That episode. China.
It just organically worked. And then
It's so sad. R.I.P. China, but like the fact that I was so shocked because the one match, China was literally wrestling men in the ring. Like men. I was like, dang, that is like one powerful woman. Like to be wrestling men in the ring, like that's crazy. And when she picked up Mark Henry and body slammed him, I was like, dang. You know how heavy Mark Henry is? And for a woman of that stature to like lift up Mark Henry, like that is like iconic. Like a whole match. Jungkook did not join. Don't do that. Why would he join a live stream? Do you know what time it is in Korea? Well, I don't know what time it is. What time is it? I wouldn't know. I think it's about like, what time is it now? It's like 6. So it's probably like 1, 2. What is it? 1 or 2 like PM. I think. Am I right? Like 1 or 2 PM?
If you find a full set of any of my stuff, it'll be a miracle. I don't know where any of that stuff is. I will be honest with you, kid. You didn't know where any of that stuff was when we were doing it. That's true.
But anyways, it's like 1 p.m. I think 1, 2 p.m. something like that. Because we're like way ahead of them.
So there's not a whole lot of DX stuff out there.
It'll be like 2 p.m. or something. Oh, I flipped it early, but oh well.
Like for me personally, the original stuff when we invaded WCW in Norfolk.
I
could literally just like do this real quick.
If we can find it, it would be cool.
I told you people I've got a big bazooka, right? You ain't seen nothing yet.
WCW.
During the course of the Attitude Era,
Oh crap, I did the wrong one. Hold on, let me go to the fire thing.
To support both groups. We made this huge speech. We're firing the first shot of war.
This is why you check your receipt.
We just all started laughing, and the fans are laughing. In a very real way, it is a war. We're fighting for our jobs.
Okay, anyways, let's go ahead, I guess. No, we're not doing 2. We're doing 1.
Like crazy. That's gonna live forever.
He's gonna have to have a stuffed donut. I'm not doing it over again.
Do you know where that stuff is? Man, I don't, but that would be some really cool stuff to find. The stuff from the invasion, and it's such a moment. But I also feel like I don't see very much stuff on China. And to me, she was so revolutionary from get-go, but in DX especially. Like,
sorry, it's just Creamfield. That's the only mess up. Oh, he actually liked it, even though I filled it with cream. You got an extra surprise, sir. Be grateful. See? I like that guy. People should be more like him. Like, even though it was a little mess up, at least he enjoyed it. At least he was like, yeah, I'll take that.
This woman could knock you out any day of her life. To find some of her gear would be very meaningful.
China.
Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, the badass. What would be special to target for those two guys? You know, Road Dogg and Billy were like me. Like, we didn't have like ring gear. Like, we just wore like, you know, tracksuits. I was the only one that had gear. I'd love to get Dogg's opinion on
Billy Gunn.
and see what he can bring it to the table.
All the members of D-Generation X.
I can't wait to see you guys in person. Hey, kiddo.
Oh man, I knew it was gonna happen when it wouldn't let me like.
With the Road Dogg. You go check in with the Road Dogg. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn were such a big part of DX that I'm really hoping the dog will let me walk away with something from that time period. Road Dogg!
Rick, how are you?
I'm doing great.
So you found the place. I wrestled under the moniker Road Dogg Jesse James. I was a part of D-Generation X. The Road Dogg Jesse James!
Yeah, what a great place.
It's great to see you.
I love it.
I was also a part of the six-time WWE Tag Team Champions of the World. Myself and Sir William Billy Gunn.
New Age Outlaws, I remember that. Okay, let's do the right one this time.
Treasure. Yes. Booty. The booty.
Okay, 3. So we need that,
and
and
that. I don't know that they're treasure.
DX treasures, like maybe a pair of boots.
we need
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
that,
What about the classic DX t-shirt?
and
I
that.
don't have that either.
Okay.
Do you have the bucket hat you were wearing?
There's a hole in the top.
Yeah. Here it comes through, right?
I should have put the chocolate one first because that's the one that needs to come out first.
I didn't save a lot. And look, I'll be quite honest. My journey has been hills and valleys for sure. Look, in some of those times, in some of those valleys, I sold stuff to continue on, basically an active addiction.
I might have to let it burn a little. Burn!
Because I am clean and sober today. I can't.
Because I need the chocolate one first. I don't need that one. Burn, baby, burn. Disco and burn, oh, burn, baby, burn. I'm just kidding.
This is my little room, Mick. It's not much, but it's mine.
I really feel so sad for Mick Foley because, okay, I don't know if there was any other wrestlers, but I do remember that I think Mick Foley was the only wrestler that was on Wife Swap, Celebrity Wife. I don't know. I don't think it was Celebrity Wife Swap. It was a Wife Swap, though. And it was Mick Foley. And he lived, like, I think it was in a hotel, like, condo type thing. I can't remember. I know that Mick Foley lived in like what was like a hotel type thing, because he was broke, like broke. He could barely even afford to live there. He couldn't do anything with his family. He even struggled to put on his socks because of like his wrestling career took a toll on his body. And he also was like struggling money wise. Like he couldn't afford, he said like, I could barely afford to live here. Like it's hard to take care of my wife and kids. Like he was like literally, I was like, not Mick Foley being broke. Like that's sad. And so like I was gonna tell him that I was gonna be like, my favorite thing was like the wife swap, because I don't think he would be like, no one ever mentions like wife swap. He would probably been like, the wife swap, like how do you know that? Like because my brother had mentioned to him, there was when he threw the party for The Rock, and he had brought that up, and he was like, oh yeah, like he was like surprised that my brother had like mentioned that, like when he threw the birthday party for The Rock. Because obviously, my favorite duo was like, my favorite thing was like when he did like the Rock and Sock. You know, when it's like Rock and Sock, like Socko. It was like Socko, and then
I heard about this guy on the news that serves a very rare species of fish. Highly illegal.
I did it wrong. Oh well.
This scary fish whenever we bought. We're not rich. I use kayak to compare hundreds of travel sites to get a great.
I'm confused because the donuts are, I didn't put them in the right order. That's why I'm confused. If I had put them in the right order, I wouldn't be so confused.
Self-crowned pickleball king. Do you just bow down? No, you dethrone the king. Pedialyte, 3 times the electrolytes. Hydrate and feel better fast.
Okay.
They're hungry. That's why at Purdue we're always hungry for better tasting chicken. So we use all vegetarian feed and no antibiotics ever.
That is a pretty donut. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, and now this one, it takes this.
Step 1. Use Miracle Grow pudding mix. That's it. Miracle Grow. All you need to know to grow. Dove invited women who wanted their damaged ear trimmed.
That is a very pretty donut, too. I'm like, pretty. Girl. Sorry, I messed up a little bit. But at least you still... See? People need to be more like that girl. Like, just take the mess up. Just, like, literally accept it and be like, yeah, that was messed up, but... Did you see the colors, though?
Oh, let's do more. Do more. Yeah, I can do more. Yes, please. I just bought a car from Carvana.
A lot can happen in a moment. They're delivering it here. Like finding your perfect mix of down and monthly payments.
Hey, guys, there's like 1,000...
Metro has unlimited 5G for just 20
people here watching me play Papa's Pizzeria. Wow. 1,000 people watching me game. That's like insane, you know, because I've never had people watch me mobile game. Where's this like charge at? 19%. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go like soon.
You stole my sock. Now you've stolen my heart. Will you accept this milk god?
I'ma have to go soon. I'm obsessed with pizza. I love pizza.
I whispered as I bit into the vanilla caramely goodness. Ooh, it hurt like hell, but tasted so.
Let's do this correctly again. Correctly. Let's pay attention this time, shall we? Because I need to charge my phone.
It's more than clean. It's Brazil Pro Clean.
Okay.
The Marshall King Crown is considered the holy grail of collecting.
It was larger than life, just like his personality.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Cup of coffee in the big time. That's what I can say about is that audio. Cup of coffee in the big time. That's who they're gonna look for. The new one's coming on next. They're gonna look for Randy Savage's stuff.
Yeah. This is the one thing I feel like you are interested in and got a game for.
Okay, there we go.
Wow. There she is right there.
The title.
Guys, don't say flip the donuts. It literally tells you. Like when it turns orange, that tells you to flip it. Because it looks burnt does not mean it's burning. I know how to play this game, guys. You have to wait till it gets on the line. Because if you take it out, you could flip it too early and have like it takes off points for being too early too. Like it'll go off when you need to like take your donuts, when you need to flip them, etc. It'll tell you. See? Like it tells you. You have a certain time that you have to cook it.
So we hooked him up. And then who just defeated?
Cactus Jack. I need a Mick Foley shirt. I really do.
Those guys. Like, I mean, they were like sacrificial lambs for us.
Okay, so this is like chocolate.
I want to say introduction for us and X-Pac. For me, Billy and X-Pac was like, these are the new members of D-Generation.
If I do it in order, then it'll really help me to assemble these donuts.
Those tag team titles serve as a symbol for the night that the strongest and most popular DX lineup was born. Triple H, China, New Age Outlaws, and X-Pac.
Oh, this one just has the like little like sprinkles. The tiny marshmallows.
Easy. Look how worn it is.
That's what I love about it. It's got some history there.
A lot of really huge superstars have held that thing. Well, what do you think of that?
I think it's amazing. We would love to have this.
That's a pretty donut too because of the color.
I wish, you know,
Pink and blue, it just goes together. I did it correctly, bro. Man, that guy is a picky.
So, funny story, funny, as long as you're not law enforcement. I was working in Stanford at the WWE office.
There's this mini game. I know there's a mini game coming up. Hallway Hunt.
And he said, hey, this title's over here. It looks like one that you and Billy carried. And do you want it for your office? And I said, yeah, that'd be great. I'm 100% sure it was stolen from the archives. And
Where's Sprinkles the Clown, guys?
We can do something to make this theft right.
We found Sprinkles the Clown. Sprunks or Sprinks? I don't know if it was Sprinkles. I don't know what the clown's name is, but
if there's a place where it would
where's Crystal?
This is a piece of wrestling history. I'm down for giving it to you. Oh my God.
Where's Crystal, guys? Where's Crystal? What door? I know what door. I know. Dang, there's a lot of people. The second one. Yep. It is the second one.
What an amazing person.
Holiday table. Okay, before I leave. Oh no, not play. Chocolate drizzle. Before I go, because yeah, let's decorate the place. Let's go back. Let's go to the shop.
Wearing your Hall of Fame ring today.
Actually, this is Shawn Michaels. He has mine, I have his, but that's a whole different story.
And we're going to decorate the shop.
When we got to the Hall of Fame, Paul had cufflinks made for all of us, for everyone in DX. It was a gift for like being in the Hall of Fame. They're gold.
Oh look, there's like the waffle table.
Suck it on the back, and instead of cufflinks, he had a pendant made for Joni, and he had me give this pendant to.
Let me see.
Yeah, she gave me this. It was Joni's, the dog tags from her time at Playboy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Every
Yeah, my phone's at 15%, so we'll purchase. Yes. Okay.
I've worked my way to the top of a completely male-dominated business.
Chocolate chips, Mardi Gras. Think Pink. I don't know about Think Pink. Something that it has to go with the table though. Like it's not really going. Like these ain't really going with the table. with that like table. So we'll do like chocolate chips. We'll do the chocolate chips, and we'll do this one because that's kind of like floor. The floor will be like, it has to match like that waffle or whatever it is table. So one of these. You know what? I'm gonna do this one. Needs more tips. I need more tips. Okay.
If anyone knows where any of this stuff is, I think it's gonna be
You could buy tips, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's go. Could we add this to our like?
I don't know where her headspace is gonna be, because I would absolutely understand the propensity of wanting to hold on to whatever
right
she
there.
has left of China's memorabilia, but also I feel an intense responsibility to try to and make it as, big.
I think we should have it over here. For wallpaper, I don't like the flooring. I thought I bought a floor though.
My mental health was much better. I struggled with uncontrollable movements called TD.
Posters, okay.
TD can be caused by some mental health meds.
We're gonna stick a poster there. And we're gonna stick the chocolate posters. Like, we need to space it out a little bit. Or maybe I should put it like that. Hey guys, welcome. Start a parade. Hold on, go back. What are we doing?
Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including sickness. Don't drive, operate heavy machinery, or do other dangerous activities until you know how Ingrezza affects you.
Flooring. I thought I bought a floor, and I thought I bought a wallpaper too. I guess I couldn't because it said I needed tips. Okay.
Maya Rudolph, the hilarious actress and comedian, can bring her audience to tears of joy. But Maya had to find her voice.
Hold on, why is it like... It didn't even change it.
Maya says some of her earliest memories are of watching her mother, Minnie Ripperton, perform on stage. Minnie had an angelic voice and was known for reaching sky-high notes. Then came
what the heck?
Lovin' You. The romantic
That's my mom. She's like asleep, but she's like, I don't know, she's was having a dream or what. Anyways.
And joined a band. I always had the idea of wanting to
It's not changing it. That's weird.
But when the opportunity arose to join an improv group, Maya decided to give comedy a try.
Like the blue does not match.
We were the best-selling girl group in America of all time. We had nothing to lose.
What was the future going to bring?
We still got a lot to do. On A&E. Jesse loves playing detective.
But the real mystery was her irritated skin. So we switched to type.
I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Trying to... Okay, so 15%. We're not going to play this. We're going to leave. And... yeah, we're going to go. You get out.
Everything that follows no offense is offensive. Like, no offense, but you're overpaying for your wireless plan. See? Offensive.
Sorry, lady, I'm not taking your order.
From Straight Talk. And now get a free phone and flash plans at Walmart.
See. Let me go into, like, the thing. So let me go into there. Anyways. Come on. The go home is so small. Anyways, guys, have a good day or night where you guys are. I will be live later. I'm gonna check my phone. It's at like 13%. It's frozen. Why is it frozen?
And raise the jar. It's a gelato made from scratch.
Okay. Anyways, guys, have a good day or night where you guys are. I'm gonna go. Charge my phone. It's at 12%. It like froze because obviously, yeah, it's dying. So have a good day or night where you guys are, and I will see you guys later. Okay, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye. See you guys later, and it'll be a normal live stream later, so I won't be playing any games. But bye, guys.